So if you didn't see my tweet on Twitter, guys, I just wanted to give you guys a short update before we get into this video. The World of Final Fantasy gameplay series, the guides and stuff like that I've been promising on my channel for literally weeks now. They're going to be postponed a little bit more, and I've actually temporarily taken the playlist down until I actually obtain the game. Long story short, the game company that was supposed to provide me with the game key for that game literally flopped on me last second. I'm talking maybe 12 hours after I made the update video for you guys, saying that the playlist was going to be starting this week. So my apologies about that. That was honestly something wrong on my behalf. I shouldn't have said the playlist was going to be starting until they actually came through with the quote-unquote guaranteed game key that they had for me. My apologies about that, guys. Sorry for the interruption. Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tenek127. Welcome back to another Neverwinter PlayStation 4 video. Now, this video alone was actually going to be probably 2 or 3 different videos, but since they're all relatively the same topic, I just said screw it, and why not make this all just one big video. And this video I'm going to be talking about today is basically my opinion on the state of the game, because since I've slowed down on Neverwinter content, I get a lot of questions, do you still play? Did you quit the game? People, still asking me about the guild and all that good stuff. So I figure, I'm going to, put my opinions, thoughts, all that good stuff right here in this one video. That way, hopefully, we can clear everything up, get all that stuff out of the way. So for starters, I'm still a part, but I am no longer running the Knights of Osiris, and that's simply because the type of job it is to be a guild leader. It takes a lot of time. There's no way I can do all the YouTube videos I do, including the ones for this game and stuff like that, and run the guild at the same time. People hold you to a great amount of responsibility when running guilds in this game, especially when it comes to things like stronghold building and stuff like that. And it's not something I realized when I first started the game. I thought stronghold construction was a lot more simpler than it actually is. So that was kind of a mistake I made on my behalf, lack of research or whatever. But anyway, what I'll do is I'll put the PlayStation IDs to the guys that do run the guild here in the description below, so that way if you guys are still interested in joining and all that stuff, they can get you in and everything like that. But just a heads up, it'll be a pretty strict screening if you are interested in joining the guild, because we've received a ton of inactive players, and they're really just trying to filter through that. So if if they literally grill you for information about your playstyle, don't be offended. It's just because this guild has literally went through hell and high water since this game started. But anyway, guys, what we're going to be talking about mainly today is the state of the game, how I feel about it, because another common question I get on a lot of my videos, besides if I still play the game, is Neverwinter dying? I hear people say I'm tired of Neverwinter, I'm burnt out of Neverwinter, stuff like that. Do you know any other MMOs to play, etc., etc., etc. Now, before you get all excited, happy, and crazy, and decide you want to move on to another game and stuff like that, let's talk about MMOs and how they work for a second. Yes, you are feeling burnt out of Neverwinter right now. Maybe not as much because the Storm King's Thunder just came out a few weeks ago. But before the Storm King's Thunder was here, you were pretty dry on it. Pretty down. You were tired of just getting on, doing dailies, and getting off. Same repetitive stronghold farming, getting materials to build your stronghold, whatever you're working on, the moat grind for the artifact weapons, whatever the case you're doing. End game content in MMOs is always relatively boring. Now, the thing I want to warn you guys of is, right, before you start asking that question, is MMOs always get relatively boring at endgame, and I'm going to explain to you guys how this works. You have a bunch of content, you hit the end of the game, and then it's always either some type of stat or gear grind. It's usually a gear grind, but Neverwinter is the first one that I've ever seen. I haven't played a lot of MMOs in my time, so don't judge me for that. But Neverwinter is the first MMO I've seen that goes directly after your stats, aka boons, and not, just having a repetitive gear farm. And the reason for that, guys, is because they're trying to prepare you for content that they're going to bring in their next patch or expansion. So whenever you finish an MMO's cycle of content, no matter what game you're playing, I don't care if you're playing Neverwinter, Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft, Onigiri, whatever it is you like to play, you're going to get to endgame. You're going to have to run the same stuff over and over. You're gonna get bored. It's called being burnt out. Especially if you were like me, getting ridiculously hyped, pumped up for the game, did nothing but play it 24/7 when it first launched. It gets a little old and stale to you. You're human. It's human nature. You're normal. Does that mean the game sucks? Does that mean it's horrible? No, of course not. Does that you need to move on to another game? No, because if you move on to another game, you're going to do the same thing over again, and you're going to hit endgame in that game, and you're going to feel the same way you do about Neverwinter. So my suggestion to a lot of you guys going through that: stick to Neverwinter and grind it out, or even just play something else to tune yourself out a bit. That's personally what I'm doing, because I got bored with it. I haven't even dove too much into the expansion, because I just got so burnt out of playing because of everything that I did. And guys, I've done everything. Like, I have a lot of my crafting classes high. I have every single side quest in this game completed. I'm a completionist. I have nearly every title. I have all kinds of crazy stuff, and my gear score isn't even high. I'm like a 22 or 2300. I don't even have a crazy high gear score or anything. My artifact weapon is on its 2nd tier rarity. There is nothing special about my character or how I play in the game whatsoever. And I have a ton of stuff done. So trust me, I get it. I feel the burnt out feeling too. But do I think Neverwinter is dying? No, I just think that it received a lot of hype. You have to remember, us PS4 players, we waited literally a year before we even got news that the game was out. And now especially if you're new to MMOs, this is the first real big free-to-play MMO that's ever come on PS4. So a lot of you guys, this could be your first MMO, and you're just feeling this for the first time. I promise you, if you go to any other MMO, you're going to grind it out and get to the end and feel the same thing. So no, I don't suggest moving on to another game. I mean, unless you want to explore and try something else. I'm not saying don't play other games. I'm not saying don't give Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft, ESO, or any of them a try. They're all great, wonderful games. I've gotten a little bit back into Final Fantasy 14 recently. I've even started a little series on my channel. But don't go jumping into another MMO with the hopes that you're going to feel something different than what you do now. You're going to get some temporary relief, because it's a new game, but you're going to get that same feeling within another couple months when you reach the point with that new MMO that you've reached with Neverwinter. But I hope this helps a lot of you guys. I hope this clears a lot of things up and stuff like that. For you guys that are feeling bored, burnt out, etc., etc. Trust me, if just get on, do your dailies, do the minimum of what you have to do, because by the time they make another trailer and announce new content, whether it's a patch, expansion, whatever it is, and you're so behind and and under geared for it, you're gonna wish you did. I promise you. I'm actually going through that same dilemma with Final Fantasy 14 right now. So trust me, guys. Grind it out. Finish it. Do your dailies. Do the minimal what you need to do to stay up with the game. Do your research, keep up on the website, do what you gotta do. But anyway, guys, this video helped you and gave you some relief. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy, Tanek127, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.